Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for SageFab.tv, with what I would call the last update to our 15K to 600K portfolio for the year 2025. The year is coming to an end, and our portfolios across the board have been suffering. There have been serious challenges to our portfolios. So let's hope the new year brings that much needed relief to our portfolios, to our bags, because at the moment, something is really broken. And I think what happened in October did break the market. Don't know what exactly, but I'm not going to blame that. I am just going to say, well, it's another test in the world of investing. In crypto, everything is extremely risky. Please only invest what you're willing to lose. Do your own research. Do not follow what us YouTubers say. A few of us do what we say, but most people out there, they say one thing and do the opposite. This content is not financial advice, like I say, it's just for entertainment as well as educational purposes. And this content is also not ideal for UK audiences. Please do not watch any crypto-related content or venture into the crypto investment world, because you end up losing your funds and your savings. That said, let's come back to our 15K to 600K, a portfolio made up of projects from Ethereum blockchain, Cardano, Polkadot, Cosmos ecosystem, Avalaunch, and a category we call mixed. Now, this basket, I call them baskets, so each blockchain is a basket to us when we are giving you updates, guys. These baskets have performed terribly across the board. There are a few exceptions, but majority, you're talking of, for example, Ethereum, the basket itself with VulcanForged, PerpetualProtocol, and AEVO is down 83.1%. Overall, it's now valued at paltry $175.15, having invested over $1,000. And all the projects are about 80% or so down. If you go into Cardano, maybe you got one or two exceptions. You got Cardano itself, ADA. Maybe our entry position was decent and is still up 24.2%. Got World Mobile Token, and the WMTX token is down 55.6%. So 55.6%, you could turn around and say it's respectable. But as soon as you start going 75, 80%, 90%, that's crazy, which is what most of these are. You got Lenify is pretty much dead. I think the team there disbanded. The rugged Sunday Swap and Wing Riders. Who would have thought the launch of Midnight will have brought some life to these guys, but it's same old tiny projects. You know, these DEXs, Sunday Swap and Wing Riders, no traction whatsoever. This is what happens when you got these projects with tokens that have got no value apart from governance, but there are no rewards whatsoever from that. So it's always an issue. I mean, if you have like what they're doing over at Uniswap, if some of these guys start looking at that and thinking, yeah, we may actually need to start giving revenue, but then revenue sharing only works if you're actually generating revenue. If you're not generating enough to even run your own ship, where are you going to get the revenue to start distributing to your holders? That's what some of these guys have got to start thinking about. So the Cardano basket overall is down 66.6%. It's now valued at $846.47, having invested over $2,500. So pretty grim, but maybe there's a shot for it to come back. The Polkadot one is just not worth talking about. It's overall is down 97.6%. So yep, not entertaining that at all. You got the Cosmos ecosystem. I think the positions worth talking about is got Injective, maybe Osmosis, those two, but even Osmosis is now overall down 89.7%. So I mean, you might turn around and say maybe it's ready for us to dip back into. I'm actually considering that, jumping back into Osmosis with probably a sizable position in that in my private portfolio. At 5 cents, that looks like a steal, because this position opened it at 49 cents. So at 5 cents, looked like a steal, but you never know. It might not be a steal after things could actually get worse from here. But I'll take that risk, because that's what I'm trying to do here. Injective is the only one, but even that is down 21.5% over the previous update. It's now only up 6.7%. Injective, I think the team is not doing enough for the Injective coin holders. I don't think they're doing enough, because if they were, most of us will actually be holding our position. But I think there are people who, when things start going south, they just leave their positions. No one is left. So we're back to where we were, like in 2022 or somewhere thereabouts, which is crazy. So I think the team needs to do enough. They are not doing enough at the moment, so I don't know what's going on. It's got everything going for it. It's got the maximum supply. It's not bad. And 100 million, not bad at all. And you would think they've got enough to keep their loyal supporters in position, but they're not. This always happens. This is the second time this has happened, where things go south, the market collapses, so does the Injective holders. The number just collapses. That's not good enough. So anyway, so that's where we got to, and this is not looking good. It's one of those, just one of those. Looking at this, just terrible position. There's no two ways about this. Then we go into the mixed portfolio, where we still hold those 4 positions, but the ones worth talking about maybe NEARProtocol, Pyth and Beam. But even Pyth and Beam at 84% down overall. That's looking bad. It's not looking good for those. But the likes of Pyth has got a future. I think it will be fine, because it's actually deployed. It's got a lot lot of integrations, it's integrated by a lot of projects, and it will be around. It will be around. Yes, it's not going to take over the world, because it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon, but I don't think it will disappear from the face of the earth either. It will be around. That leaves us with Beam. Gaming just needs a catalyst for now. Yeah, decimated. That leaves us with NEARProtocol. Shrapnel, we're not even going to talk about it. NEARProtocol it's been holding not bad at all. Some of it is probably down to the communities, or if you got a community that is come together not based on ponzonomics and hype, they tend to stay. And I think that's the thing with NEARProtocol. Communities seem to be decent. They know what they're looking for, and they're there for the project itself, not for some quick bucks and disappear, or just opportunism or being opportunistic. That's what you get from the likes of, say, Injective, one we were talking about earlier. I think there are a lot of opportunists within the Injective ecosystem. They're not there for the project. They're just waiting for the opportunities the project can offer. As soon as those opportunities go, they disappear, because no one can explain this. This token between I think it was 23 or 24, it went up to $50 or so, and we're back to $4 something. That's a collapse you don't notice elsewhere. There are projects that have been around the same level. They've not collapsed this, you're talking of the likes of Avalaunch and stuff like that. They've not collapsed to this level. So Injective is just puzzling. NEARProtocol, I think, is one to actually look at and say, yeah, this is probably one of the few strong ones left. Then we move on to Avalaunch. We still have those three positions in Avalaunch, LFJ and the Joe token, as well as Avalaunch, the launchpad. Now, let's start with the launchpad. Launchpads at the moment, I think their meaning and their position within the ecosystem has been diminished by different things happening within the ecosystem. I don't think they will have as much control, because when they had the chance to actually grow their communities, these guys were effing around, to say the least. It was all about maximum extraction. Instead of actually looking after your supporters, they were not doing that. They were going for maximum extraction, not realizing if you don't grow a community, when things are not going your way, this will happen. And that's where we are with the likes of Avalaunch. And it's not the only one. You got CDFI on the other hand, where CDFI has got serious issues, serious issues, and it may struggle to come back to where it was before. It used to be deemed one of the premium launchpads. Right now, it's a so-so. It's a has-been. It's gone. I'm hoping Avalaunch will be different, but I think they've done something as well. Don't know whether it's around tokenomics or the way the launchpad mechanics work. They've did some changes that Avalaunch. I shall showcase that in the new year. We'll do a video in the new year where we are looking at Avalaunch and the mechanics, the way they've introduced some changes to the way things work. We'll get back to that. And then you got AVAX, primary token for the Avalaunch network. Yeah, this one here, it hasn't done anything, but it also hasn't collapsed like the likes of Injective. But for such a major layer one, you would have thought it would be maybe clinging to the likes of Solana's coattail, but Avalaunch has not done anything during this cycle. Nothing whatsoever. So this is probably what happens when you prioritize hedge funds and your early investors instead of your community. Because I don't understand what's going on. Because at one point, even when the ecosystem was thriving, Beam came on board and all the other new stuff happening in the Avalaunch ecosystem, nothing really happened with Avalaunch and the AVAX coin. I don't know what's going on. So whether the team was selling, getting ready for periods like this, or the upcoming bear market, I have no idea. But something hasn't worked. But the only one that's suffering is LFJ and the Joe token, down 86% overall. The AVAX coin is down 11.8% overall, and Avalaunch is down 21.3% overall. Some of these prices and figures and percentages, we'll put them down to our opening position, so it doesn't necessarily say much about the performance, but when you look at Avalaunch, it hasn't done much. So maybe it's a sign of strength that maybe when things turn around, it's a project to hold. I don't know. For now, I've got mixed feelings across the Avalaunch ecosystem. Joe, probably because it's dropped the most. Avalaunch, launchpads, I think their influence has been curtailed a little bit. So wait and see. So our overall portfolio, the 15K to 600K, guys, is now valued at $3,031.89, having invested just under $11,500, down 73.6%. If you include the profits we took from our cash earlier on, we are down 67.55%. So yeah, mixed bag. Could be worse, could be better. Any thoughts, let us know in the comment section. Until the next one, guys, enjoy the festive period, and we'll catch up with you again for this portfolio update in the new year. Bye for now.